audience who
at
are
home.
also my honeys. How are you? This is Dungeon Wives, a show where I go on some dungeon dives with my dungeon wife.
See, it's Dungeon Dive with my dungeon wife.
Yeah.
Or Dungeon Dives with my dungeon wife.
Or maybe we just change the whole name of the show.
Here's the deal,
and we don't have
though.
to worry about it. What's up?
There are many in one.
Mhm.
My
Our cat is playing with a box in the corner.
I've been trying to be responsible and break down cardboard.
You've been doing great.
To
for me.
recycle.
Yes.
I said I'm gonna break down some cardboard today, and Jasper said I'm gonna chew on it. So note to self: don't break down cardboard on recording days.
No, I think it's wonderful. I think the flavor of our cats being here is part of what makes our
it's the
quarantine
ambiance.
our quarantine session so good. I mean,
Light a candle, settle in.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Have a little cat biting things they shouldn't in the corner.
Yeah.
I love our home. I love playing in our home with you, cats and all.
Well, okay, not to go back to the bit, but there
What's the
used to be a meme that like I contain multitudes, so you can't
Mhm.
say dungeon wives and it still applies to me.
Oh, because you're a multiple.
Yeah,
People?
I contain multitudes within one body.
Like
There
United
are
States of
many.
Terra? Like you have like multiple people within
No,
you?
I
Is that
mean
something I
like
need to know
some
about?
days I'm really into some things and some days I'm not.
So you're a different person on date, like
I don't know.
on days where you're
I'm trying to justify this. I'm just saying I change from day to day. Can we ever really know ourselves?
on days where you're really into Dragon Age, you're one person.
Yeah,
On days
where
you're
I'm
really
like
into Hulu original series.
the
you're
great.
another person.
You know, what else have we been doing?
I've been working on the Desperate Housewives podcast. with
Yeah,
my friend
plug
Liz.
that.
Desperate House Dykes. If you want to watch Desperate Housewives, it's on Hulu and Amazon.
If you want, mischievous string plucking.
Mm-hmm. That's the show for you.
Do.
And if you want to talk to me and Liz, you can come follow us. That's Rachel's impression of the Desperate Housewives song.
They play at the end like every commercial break, and commercial breaks are particularly hilarious when you're watching them on like a streaming service.
Yes, because it's like
You
it's
just
like,
fade
ding,
in.
Ding, 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 ding. In these uncertain times. Like it's very weird. We should start playing D&D.
We should.
People are going to stop listening to this podcast because it's been like 5 minutes. What'd you roll?
You don't want to know.
I do, actually. That makes me
7,
feel
8,
good.
9, actually.
Amazing. We're
Wild.
counting up. Are you ready for
Sure am.
Are you ready to dive into this game, Rachel?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right,
we
where
left on
we-
a cliffhanger.
Yeah, where we last left off, Alkyone and Alexandrite wrapped up their time in the city of Rivermouth. Alkyone found some beautiful amethyst bracelets sold by a Fandorian merchant, which you didn't know, but I do, so I'm saying it. Alex finds an eccentric shopkeep with a large mechanical assistant, and the girls choose their horse companions for their journey.
Horse girls.
Alkyone decides they will go up the coast and head to the major city of Sharvos. A few nights in, they spot a pin of fire, or of smoke, rather, and follow it to find a camp with a mysterious young man and 2 dread knights. After overhearing that he is absolutely tracking her, due to some bad stealth rolls, our duo is spotted, and we begin by rolling for initiative.
I'm ready
Rachel.
to body this man by telling him that no matter what he does, he will not impress his father.
I like
that battle's already lost.
This is the second time you've made this joke. That
You know,
really
I made it the last episode.
Yeah.
It is still true this episode.
Thank God 2 weeks later you're reminding us of that Draco Malfoy joke. What's your
It's
initiative?
true. 12.
Okay.
Kiki, do not jump up on the table.
Kiki.
Kiki's like, how do I destroy this?
I don't think those numbers aren't what you want them to be.
No, they sure aren't,
Just
are
so
they?
you know, no.
They make sense in the world, though.
That they would get the jump on you?
Yeah.
And
I
then
like it when Kiki literally jumped directly into our
dice tray.
dice
She
tray.
wants to roll the dice, honey.
No, I'm going to crowd her.
She
off
wants
of
to
the
roll
table.
the dice, babe. Okay,
She
so
wants to eat the dice.
she wants to eat the dice.
All right, let's get sad.
Okay, you have no confidence in your ability to fight these guys, do you?
I mean, it's like a whole camp.
It's 2 people
What?
coming after you. I said a young man and 2 dread knights.
So 3 people.
The young man went into the tent. He will probably notice this is happening, but not immediately.
Wait, there are only 2. Why did I get into my brain that it was like
I thought this was a camp of like 30 people.
at least 10?
No, it's a very small.
So when you were like, and they see you, I was like, and our podcast ends here.
No, I'm not. no, it was this young man, and then he has 2
the
companions.
hologram.
Yeah, the hologram, I guess, and 2
the
companions.
holodad.
Yes. Not at all, but
It's
sure.
a stand-in for his dad. He's projecting a lot of anxiety onto the holodad.
Oh, okay. You're really just excavating the inner life of this NPC.
I will
that you
use
don't
it
know.
against him later.
Christ. No, it is 2 people. I have said
Okay.
multiple times.
All right.
It's
It'll be
2
3 soon, but 2 for now. So
2
let's go.
for now. These dread knights see you 2 fall. If you remember, Alex.
Really,
fell
really
on
quick,
top of
really
you.
quick.
Mhm.
Did I like fall on my back and then she fell on top of me?
Rachel,
So like we were face
I
to
described
face.
this in the last episode.
Yeah, but I want to add some rom-com flavor where like she
Okay.
falls on top of me and I'm like, and she's like, and we're like, are we in love? And then that is immediately ruined by 2 dread knights.
I was describing it as a rom-com last time, and you told me we had to focus
it's been
on
a
the
while.
people
You know,
killing
you know, I don't remember anything that happened more than 5 minutes ago.
Well, then, how do you want to RP this rom-com moment?
I don't. That was it.
Okay. These knights start. You 2 were on the ground, so just for the beginning of your turn, no, you will be prone because you fell. And these knights start making their way toward you. They sort of run up to you both, and I don't think they can't really attack you right now.
No.
And make it to you, so they're going to use their actions to dash and run towards you 2, sort of trying to get on either side of you. And pulling their great swords out.
Okay. Is that their
And-
turn?
Yeah, it has to be for now. Yes.
Okay. Well, it's an action to get up, right?
Yes. Well, no, it's half of your movement to get up.
Half of my move. Oh, well, fuck that.
But that chump change, half my
Exactly.
movement. Fuck that.
Yeah, I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna cast Shillelagh
As a bonus action.
as a bonus action. So that my staff is now magical.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see. We leveled up, so we've got some sexy little options.
Got some new options.
Some sexy little options.
Some little options.
Let's see. What do I want to do?
That's for me to find out.
So how close are they to me?
They're within melee range. They're right up your ass because they use their
they're
movement.
right up.
Yeah, they use their movement to run
My
up to you both
ass.
and get on either side of you.
So we're in trouble.
I don't know.
So if we
are you?
dash, do they get a? Not dash. Dash is a technical term in this game for some reason.
Mhm.
If we move away from them,
They will
do they get
attack you.
attack of Oh no!
Mm-hmm.
No!
It's almost like they were trying to surround you.
I know. But they spoiled my plan, which is their job. You know what though?
What's up?
I think it's gonna be okay.
I think you're gonna be okay too.
It's gonna be okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna cast Dust Devil.
Okay.
Choose an unoccupied 5-foot cube of air that you can see within range. An elemental force that resembles a dust devil appears in the cube and lasts for the spell's duration. Any creature that ends its turn within 5 feet of the dust devil must make a strength saving throw. On a failed save, the creature takes 1d8 bludgeoning damage and is pushed 10 feet away. On a successful save, the creature takes half as much damage and isn't pushed. As a bonus action, which I won't be able to do this time, you can move the Dust Devil up to 30 feet in any direction if the Dust Devil moves over sand, dust, loose dirt, or small gravel. It sucks up the material and forms a 10-foot radius cloud of debris around itself that lasts until the start of your next turn. The cloud heavily obscures its area.
Okay, so it's like one little... Is it one creature? Is it going to hit both of them? What's the
I'm
vibe?
not even sure you can call it a creature. It's just like a weather phenomenon.
Okay. But it only can target one of them? Or are you trying
Yeah,
to
I mean, that's a question for you. Are they both, if I put it in the middle of them? The thing is, if I put it in
they're
the
on
middle
either
of them,
side of you.
Yeah,
so you
it
are
puts
the middle
us
of
in
them.
danger.
Yes, you are the middle.
So I'm gonna pick the one closest to Alex then, and place it within 5 feet of the Dread Knight, but not her. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I can put it on
he's
the other
in between.
side.
Yeah, he's the barrier.
Okay. Yes. So he has to make a save?
Yeah.
What's the save?
14.
What type of skill?
Strength.
Okay, he's not bad. He rolled an 18.
Yeah. Well, he's still gonna take half damage.
Okay, then roll that damage. Roll that tasty freaking damage.
I love spells like these where it's like, hey,
Even
hey,
if you
buddy.
fail, you win.
Hey, champ. I know the game didn't go the way you wanted it to, but all right, so that's a 1. So he takes
zero.
half.
Is it 0 damage?
I don't know. I don't know how half of 1 works in this game. I don't know how a lot of things work in this game.
Rachel, I don't think I've ever encountered that in my life.
We cause a wormhole to open up. It's like that level on Overcooked where like all of a sudden we're just in a time warp.
But seriously, I don't think I've ever encountered that.
Are we gonna have to Google this?
There's no pluses. There's no nothing.
No, it's just 1d8 bludgeoning damage. So if it's just 1,
I'm gonna say, even though this defeats the purpose, I'm gonna say a minimum of 1 damage because that makes no sense. I'm not doing,
unless you want to get into like,
I'm not doing fractions.
He has half a point left. So.
I'm not doing fucking fractions with this guy. So I'm gonna just say
This
guy. I'm gonna say it's a minimum of 1 damage. He
it
just
like pokes him in the eye.
Yeah,
he's like, well, that was
damn it. I just got new contacts. That's what he sounds like.
Oh, wow.
That's not at all. But he does not have a voice that you can hear. Yeah, minimum of 1 damage.
It
He's
like
not
cracks
pushed back.
his new manicure.
Yeah, he's pissed.
Damn.
He's so angry at that 1 point of damage.
Damn. Well, you know what?
What?
I think this is gonna turn out great.
I'm really
I will
proud of
say
you.
that D8, it's kicked out.
It's gone.
Process of elimination, baby.
Are you done? Is that your turn?
Yeah, that's all I can do.
Amazing. So Alex is up next. She's going.
Really?
To
I thought she rolled lower than me for initiative.
She
I
did.
just went. LOL.
Yeah.
Never mind. I'm so sorry. You're the DM and you know what you're doing, and I have confidence in your abilities. It's just sometimes I like to hear the sound of my own voice being wrong.
Well, thank God we're doing a podcast. So Alex is gonna. That was a good burn. Alex is gonna stand up next to you and sort of kind of do back to back with you.
Okay.
And face the one that's closest to her. She's going to first sort of stretch her arm out back a little bit, and her shield in her left hand kind of pulses this bright green energy, and you feel like a little bit warmer as when she pulls her arm away. It's like the image of the shield, but translucent and shimmering stays.
Love that.
She's cast this on you before. This is Shield of Faith, so you get an extra +2 to your AC. She's protecting. She's protect. And then she's going to sort of bring her shield around and have her quarterstaff in her hand, and she's going to bang her quarterstaff on her shield, and this loud, reverberating kind of gong sound almost makes, and she's going to cast Toll the Dead on this.
So that it would work on them because they're.
Oh, well, Toll the Dead works on anybody.
Oh, okay.
And also, I'm just realizing I'm a fucking idiot, but you know what?
We're gonna roll with it. They were taken by surprise.
No. I'm not going to tell you.
Okay, cool.
I'll tell you in a second when I flavor this.
Delicious.
He definitely fails the save, so Alex finally does damage.
Damn, Alex.
Oh, wait. Because he's been injured before, Toll the Dead means that
he's been injured before? Oh, right, the manicure.
The manicure broke.
So it did.
It does a D12 instead of a D8.
It did do something. Oh, we should have kept the other one. Damn.
It's okay.
Damn.
But as this kind of reverberation happens,
if I hadn't failed so badly, it is amazing the ramifications of this single wormhole terrible roll.
You see that the creature, the Dread Knight, sort of stands up a little bit and shakes their head the tiniest bit and then goes back into a fighting stance. And Alex turns to you and says, that did not work as well as it usually does.
Cool.
And that was Mackenzie using a damage type they're moderately resistant to accidentally. And I'm so sorry.
How is Alex supposed to know
Exactly.
that? You are really dedicated to this character, and I love that.
Exactly. I'm just, she doesn't know anything.
No, she doesn't. Let's
And
go. Let's
now
go, Dread Knights.
The Dread Knights
beat
are
the
gonna
shit out of
go.
us.
They're each
Let's go.
You're asking for it, Rachel.
I'm ready.
So yes, they're both going to come down at each of you basically at the same time with their long swords. The blue one's going to go for Alex, and the green one's going to go for you. Okay?
Okay.
Just so you know which ones. The natural 1 does not hit you. The 23
does hit.
Definitely does hit Alex, though.
No.
So the natural 1, it comes down and it actually like lops. It gets caught off guard a little bit.
Does it get stuck in the bush?
It doesn't get stuck in the bush,
Would
but
be
it does
funny.
like lop off a piece of the bush, and you just feel a little pang in your heart because the bush got hurt. I don't know. But
I
that
take emotional damage.
23 definitely
No.
hits
No.
Alex.
No.
I just love how angry you are.
No.
Oh, and that's max damage.
No.
So that's going to be 12 points of damage.
No.
So that's fucking tasty. And
tasty?
that's some tasty, scrumptious damage. So that's going to be their turn, them both just attacking you. And now it is your turn, Alkyone.
Okay. Well, that creature is ending its turn within 5 feet of the dust devil.
It is, yes.
So let's go ahead and do another strain.
Oh, another strength?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just going to happen every time.
Fails.
Ha ha
Roll a
ha!
6.
All right, it's pushed 10 feet away. Let's do that first.
Okay. So you, this thing comes down and slashes Alex across the chest, and she cries out in pain. And as it like is rearing itself back up, this dust devil just comes and slams it in the chest, throwing it back 10 feet and landing on the ground.
Yay!
And does it take
Delicious.
damage?
Yes. Takes 2 points of damage.
All right.
I'm
That's
glad we
full
didn't have
damage,
to-
right?
What?
That's full damage, right? It doesn't take half?
Yeah, no,
Okay.
it's not. It did not successfully save.
Okay.
Um,
Is there anything else you had? So that was just a free action, right? That just happens.
yeah, that just
Cool.
happens.
Yeah.
And I'm going to use my bonus action to move that dust devil. No. I'm going to keep it I'm going to keep it,
Well, it's 10 feet away now, but do you want to keep it like in front of Alex?
yeah,
so
like
that
a shield. Do you know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Oh, you two are shielding each other.
Yeah, it's almost like we're in love. Well, we don't know that yet.
You've been
It's
together
just a sexy little
for
secret.
like a week.
That's just how it goes.
That is how it be with Sapphics, though.
Yeah, really.
Mm-hmm. That's how I was. I was in
Also,
love
we've
with
been
you.
through a lot together.
Yeah.
All right, so for the buddy in front of me, he's not my buddy. Don't know why
He's
I
not
said
your
that.
buddy.
He's not
Wow.
my buddy
Are you
at
becoming
all.
friends with him?
No.
Okay.
I mean, maybe we're bonding
don't
over
know.
how spectacularly bad our first moves went. Maybe we're like, oh man, felt that.
He's looking at the piece of, bush he just lopped off.
Let's go ice knives.
Whoa. Okay. Ice knives out.
Ice knives out.
Ice
Ice knives out. Oh, it's a ranged spell attack. I can't do that.
It's ranged.
Never mind. Never mind. That
Never
makes sense.
mind.
That makes sense.
I love doing combat with you because it's so
'Cause I'm
unpredictable
so-
and weird.
Because I'm like, how do I do this as badly as possible?
No, you're amazing, honey.
That's very sweet of you.
I'm pretty fucking sweet,
Sweet of
Rachel. That's
you.
the thing.
That's very sweet of you. Okay, so I'm gonna hit him.
Okay. Just
I
smack
don't
him.
know. I'm just gonna smack him.
Yeah.
I don't
Roll to
know.
hit. Roll to hit, my man.
Roll to hit. That is a. I don't think it's gonna do it. An 11.
That will definitely not hit.
Delicious. Well, swing and a miss.
Swing and a miss. You two are
Honestly,
just missing each
that roll was like not bad for what I normally do. It was not enough, but it was not
other.
like
What'd you roll?
a 10.
Oh.
Normally
You
I
got
roll
+1?
under for the.
No, you have shillelagh.
Wait, shillelagh. So it's
Baby.
plus.
It's like plus something else, right?
You're so right, though.
Is it +5?
Yeah, no, it's +6 because I just bumped up my wisdom. So that's a 16.
That definitely helps.
Yay, I love it when things work. Okay. So I am double handing it, obviously. I'm double
You're
fisting.
double fisting
I'm double
it.
fisting this. Staff, so that is
D8.
1d8.
Mhm.
Don't let me down.
That tasty damage.
I'm so nervous.
It's a D8 plus your wisdom, right? A D8 plus 4, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It sure
baby.
is. Okay, don't fuck me. I just dropped it and it's a 7. So maybe if I just
You're
don't
just
try,
You're gonna keep dropping
maybe
it.
I should just not try.
So that's 11 points of damage?
Yep.
Hell yeah, baby. So it's Alex's turn now. You push the dude away from her.
Yes.
And there's now a dust devil in between her, which it counts as a blockage for her too.
Yeah.
So she's going to actually turn around and try to sort of help you out with this guy real quick.
Perfect.
Sounds good. She turns around. She is going to, because she realized that her other thing was a little not working as well, she's going to slam her staff in the ground, and this green energy sort of almost vines. It looks like vines growing in the ground, crackling over to where his feet are, and they burst up in a green flame, and she's going to cast Sacred Flame.
Yeah!
So he's going to make a dex save, and he's actually not that dexy.
Oh, that's good for me to know. He didn't make it, did he?
No, rolled a 5. So he's going to take a d8 of radiant damage. An 8 max damage.
Nice. That's my wife.
He's starting to kind of stand a little more wobbly, actually.
Good. Hopefully Draco Malfoy is still asleep in his tent.
It has been maybe 2 minutes. He's not asleep. And actually, roll perception. Now that
the
we're
one
back
I'm
to the
really
top of the
good at. Oh, well, actually, perception is wisdom. Doesn't matter. I'm distracted, so that's an 8.
Yeah. It's now the top of the round.
Everything's fine. Everything's going
It
good. Just these two guys.
Just these two guys, not 10 other people.
That sounded like a threat.
It is the top of the round. This Dread Knight that's a little back is going to...
He's going to try it.
He's going to use half of his movement to stand back up. And how does the Dust Devil work? Can he go around it?
5 cube. He can't get within 5 feet of it. So like that 9 square. Is that 9? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 squares around the
singular thing.
The singular 9th middle square he needs to avoid.
Okay. Yeah, I think that he will get pushed back 10 feet or 15 feet.
If he gets within range, he just has to make another strength.
No, I know, but how far back did he get pushed?
10 feet.
He's going to try to stand up, and then he can't really do shit. So he's going to kind of cut to the right and try to go around to the right side of it, not getting close enough to make the thing.
Okay, but not getting to us.
Not getting to you. But he is going to drop his sword kind of where he's standing and pull out a short bow. And
that's a mistake.
Why?
Oh, just because it made me mad.
Oh. I was like, what happened?
I don't know.
And he's going to try to shoot at you, actually.
He can try it. He'll probably hit.
You rolled a 15?
No, because of Alex's +2. So he can try it.
This sort of shimmering shield catches it midair, and the arrow just snaps against the translucent magical energy, and that's his whole turn. And then the other one that is next to you two is going to also try to hit you because you were the one that's been hitting it the most with his sword.
Yeah, he's not going to
hit. He does very badly. He's starting to feel a little exhausted and has a bit of a burn that's from the sacred flame that's underneath his arm that is particularly hard for him to bring his sword down. And so it is now your turn again.
Okay, so as a bonus action, I'm going to move that Dust Devil
over
right next to the guy trying to shoot us.
Okay, so then what does that do?
Just another strength saving throw.
Okay. Jesus Christ.
I just think it's neat. That's cocked.
That's severely cocked. That's going to be a 19.
Oh, yeah. He makes it, but he still takes 1d8 bludgeoning damage halved.
Okay.
He's not shoved.
Okay.
He is not shoved.
Then roll that tasty half damage.
1 point. 1 point of damage. That is another nail chipped.
His manicure
looking rough.
Is looking bad. It's like he just got them done. It's like this beautiful sort of like teal color that he was very excited for because he knew it was coming back into fashion. And he's very upset because his manicure is fully just ruined by you.
Isn't that so sad?
You're gonna fucking do as your main action, you asshole.
Yeah, that's my bonus action. So we're still sexy. We're still having fun. Is he within 30 feet of me?
Who?
This dude, manicure dude.
He's actually moved a little bit further back because you pushed him back, and he might be right at 30 because he's cutting around to the right to try to get away
if he's not.
From the Dust Devil. No, he's probably right at 30. He's staying close enough. And also because of his short bow range and stuff. So yeah, he's right at 30.
Okay, well, I'm going to cast Thorn Whip.
Christ, okay.
It's not concentration.
What does that do?
You create a long vine-like whip
Whip?
Whip.
A whip?
Covered in thorns that lashes out at your command toward a creature in range, which is 30 feet. Make a melee spell attack against the target. If the attack hits, the creature takes 1d6 piercing damage, and if the creature is large or smaller, you pull the creature up to 10 feet closer to you.
All right, make that attack.
Okay.
You're going to roll a d20 plus your spellcasting modifier which is plus 6. Yeah.
No. That's a 10.
That will not hit.
Okay. It's a cantrip, so low risk, low reward, apparently.
There we go, baby. Is that your turn?
Yeah, that's it.
Alrighty. So as this sort of vine comes out of the ground and whips up at him, he deftly sort of leans down and hits the ground and dodges out of the way, pulls himself back up, and you would swear that almost like there's like smoke coming out of his nose as if he was like a cartoon bull. But where you would imagine his nose to be, these creatures have big sort of like ring wraith energy in terms of like
I figured
the lack of facial features, mostly just like metallic sort of headdresses.
Those things have nasty nails. I do not understand why
this
every
one got a manicure.
I don't understand why every high fantasy villain has disgusting nails.
These all have manicures, canonically.
Now. You would keep your fingers clean.
There you go.
You would keep them neat. Maybe not manicures, but sorry, that's my pet peeve for the day.
Well, I will because I love you, because you're my wife, because this is our fantasy world we're building together. All of these
everybody has clean fingernails.
Everyone has clean fingernails. They all have manicures. All of
Thank
these
you.
ring wraithy dudes.
You have to be on top of it, or you'll get sick. I'm just saying, you don't want to be poking at wounds with nasty long yellow fingernails. Like, come on.
All right. So. Yeah, I'm not too worried about the battle right now, in terms of like as a player, right?
Cool, so you're going to bring another person in.
No. It's Alex's turn, so I'm trying to like gauge where she's using her spell slots and things right now. So right now she's feeling injured, so she maybe want to save for some healing, but right now she's like, okay, this guy looks rough, that guy's over there, I think we can handle this.
Okay.
And so she is not going to, basically I'm saying she's not going to be casting anything big yet. So basically she, as this whip misses this beautifully manicured night creature, she's going to bring back around her quarterstaff and just sort of try to smack the one that's in front of you both in the side of the skull.
Delicious.
She's gonna miss, so it's also gonna definitely duck down to the ground and dodge that attack completely. And after she kind of does that, she spins. You also sort of have to dodge out of the way of it. And her eyes, she sort of spins in a direction where she's looking back at the camp. And she sees that the tent is opening up.
Great. And
this sort of like long dark haired, very pale skinned young man is.
Does he look like his dad loves him?
I'm not. You have to roll an investigation check to see if this person's dad loves him. Do you want to roll investigation to see if his dad loves him? Yeah.
13. I'm getting a sneaking suspicion. That's 10 or above.
His mom might like him.
Doubtful.
And so she turns and she in time to see this young man coming out of the tent, and he looks around and very easily is able to spot where his people have gone. Even in this darkness, he very easily spots where you are, because he sees that there's like a thing of dust and stuff kicking up. Yeah.
Is it over loose dirt or small gravel? Even dust? Perhaps sand?
Probably loose dirt, because it is
that means there's
outside.
A 10-foot radius cloud of debris around it.
So yeah, there's a lot. He fucking sees
Delicious.
That. And he's gonna sort of like look angrily. And if you turn around sort of also to see what Alex is seeing, he takes a few steps forward, using most of his movement to sort of, he's not even running, he's just sort of stepping out and looking over, and he like squints his eyes, and then his eyes get a little bit bigger and they go down, and he says, "You."
Me.
And that
Alkyone, I'm gonna make this canonical, why not? Alkyone is gonna go, "You."
And he looks so annoyed at you saying that. And he kind of makes like his brows furrow a bit as he like holds his fist out, and he brings it down, and his hand, you see, almost like turns into a claw, like a mangled claw of some kind. And that's and then he smiles a bit, and that's all you can see from this distance. And now it's the knight's turn, because we're back at the top of the round. That knight with the dust devil takes damage, correct?
Yeah, if he gets within 5 feet, he has to make another...
It's over there with him, so yeah.
He has to make another strength saving throw.
Okay.
He just keeps
How long does this last?
A minute.
He fails that.
All right,
yeah.
so he's pushed back 10 feet again, and he takes 1d8.
Okay, roll that d8. We're about on this is the top of the 4th round, so you have about 6 more rounds of this, unless you get...
okay.
But unless you get hit, you have to make a concentration
Yeah.
check, so...
He's going to take 7 points of damage.
So he gets thrown back away from his sword.
This poor guy.
And almost into a tree.
This just feels
Doing
like
basic math is so hard.
Most chaotic family reunion ever. This just has big, like, front yard shenanigans energy.
I don't know what you were doing at your family reunions, but the other one is going to come down with a sword against you because it looks over its companion, and it makes this sort of guttural, horrific sounding scream that doesn't even sound like a person could even be in there, as it lets out this roar as it brings its sword down on you.
And he misses, though.
It's rolling a 10. I need to hit you so this fucking dust devil goes away.
No, the dust devil is never going to go away, my friend.
The dust devil will be with us forever. So
the dust devil is our third companion.
So it is your turn, Alkyone. What do you want to do? You basically have a guy that's like
10 feet
50
away.
feet. He was already at the edge of 30 feet, and now you pushed him back 10 feet, right?
Yeah,
so he's 40 feet away. You have a guy that's directly in melee with you that is repeatedly missing you over and over again. And then you have this sort of this young man who is about 35-ish, 40-ish feet away. Also back at the camp.
Okay. I'm going to use my bonus action to move the dust devil in between us and Draco Malfoy with black hair.
Don't call him that. Okay, you moved over there.
Yeah. So, like, you know,
there's a bit of a
10-foot radius. I think that's more than flavor. The cloud heavily obscures its area. So whatever that means for you as a DM in terms of...
Yeah, it means you sort of move it over, and it's almost like this 10-foot wide barrier now that's blocking his side of exactly where you are. He knows where you're at in terms of the direction. Yeah, but he'd probably
roll with disadvantage if he wanted to do some ranged attack, right?
Yes, for sure he would roll with disadvantage, and he wouldn't be able to really aim at you because it's obscuring where you are. He'll definitely have to go around it if he wants to get view of you. So yeah. You hide kind of your view of his view of you. You hide that sort of.
Love it. Yeah. Love that. Okay, and then I'm just gonna hit this guy again.
Okay.
This is my main action. Hopefully. Oh! Sorry. I don't know why I screamed. I'm so sorry. I don't know why I got so startled that it came out. That's an 11, right?
Yes, 11 plus
6 is 17.
That
so it hits.
Aren't you just confident over there?
And again, it's two-handed.
Yes.
No.
Just wailing on this freaking dude.
I'll take it. That's a 6. 6 plus 4, right? Am I crazy because it's spell?
Yeah.
So that's a 10.
He's not looking very good. You like whack and it just and it sort of and almost you whack and you see a bit of the metal of the helm like break off.
Oh.
Because you smack it so hard, and you see that this like black smoke that the other ones had before is starting to spill out. And roll a perception check.
Oh, delicious. Perception, that is 23.
You see a little bit of skin that you maybe didn't see before because you had killed them and they kind of just disintegrated. But you see that there is a body in this armor, but you see that it looks like this just like shriveled, sort of like mummified looking.
So we're fighting old men?
Gray, sort of pruned.
That was a joke, but this is horrifying.
Thank you for interrupting my beautiful narration. But you know what I mean? This very like pruned gray skin, and you see that there's like a hole almost in this, like where the cheek would be, that the smoke is beginning to pour out as if it was the blood coming out of this person's face. Its head looks almost unnaturally bent to the side when you hit it, like how a normal person's neck, that would look like a broken neck, but its neck is sort of, it seems to be still living, even though its neck is fully like at a 90-degree angle, and it almost like it whips its shoulders and gets its head back upright, and it looks very rough, but it is standing on with its final breath, if you will.
Do you know what's going on in my head right now?
What?
Just imagining Alkyone, like, you know the panic you feel when, like, you've been prepared to squish the spider and then the spider starts moving and you just go into, like, and you're, like, smacking it. So that's one part of this. The other is Draco Malfoy. And then the last one is that dude has been pushed 40 feet away. Who's like that knight in Monty Python. You know what I'm saying?
It's just a flesh wound.
No, it's the drums. It's the drum. You hear the and it's like the shot of the knight super far away.
Yes.
He's still super far away. And then eventually he gets there.
There's a lot happening in your brain right now.
Yeah. Welcome to the Terror Dome.
Okay. So that is that guy.
Yeah.
And
that's that guy.
Alex is going to take one final whack at him, hopefully, if she can hit, and try to finish off this guy.
Does she get any flanking?
No, you two were like next to each other, and it's in
okay.
front of you. She definitely misses.
Does she get a bonus action?
Why are you trying to play my NPC for me?
I don't know. I just want this guy down. I just only want to be dealing with 2 people. Okay.
Well, hey, sometimes the world don't work out that way. Her bonus actions. She has one that I'm gonna save, not for this turn.
Okay.
Yeah. So she can't do anything. So. Because she has no line of sight of the other guy, or else she would maybe cast a bonus action.
Okay. Well, she has not communicated that to me yet.
She's not, no.
I'm keeping it there.
She's also focused on the guy in front of you, but she misses. So now it is the top of the round. And you cut off your own line of sight from this guy, right?
Yeah.
Then you don't know what he's doing.
I'm going to move that Dust Devil to where I think he is,
It's
though.
not your turn.
Oh.
It is the top
You're right.
of the
You're
round.
so right. You're
They're
so right.
going. Yeah,
oh,
so
no. They're going.
So you do not know what he's doing because you've cut off your own line of sight.
You say that it was a good move.
No, it was. I'm just saying.
You're like you've really humbled yourself here. No, friend. No.
I'm not saying anything.
I don't give a shit what Draco Malfoy is doing behind that barrier. Most likely crying about how he has not yet learned how to stand on his own 2 feet and how to have self-confidence without the interference of the people who raised him. Because sometimes you gotta learn how to do that on your own. He hasn't learned that lesson. That's none of my business.
You were assuming a lot about this character.
I've constructed a wild backstory for this person I have not met.
You know, it's not correct at all. But I love that you're doing this.
It doesn't matter because as soon as he was like, "How dare you try to fuck with me verbally?" Alkyone went, "You don't have siblings. You're an only child." I don't give a shit what Draco Malfoy is doing behind that cloud of debris.
Okay.
You can't make me.
Okay. All right. So he is doing his little money move.
Can we get sued for me repeatedly? I don't think so. It's less than 30 seconds or whatever the rule is.
I have no clue. But alas, this guy that is 40 feet away,
he's doing his best,
is going to stand up, walk 10 feet forward to his sword. And he begins sort of just trudging. He's going to use his action to dash and start trudging with his sword dragging in the ground over to where you are. And so he had to stand up with half of his movement and move feet. And then he's close to you. He's about 10 feet away from you now. So he's kind of using his action. He's about 10 feet away. And he's coming over to you. The guy
and
that
he's
is
coming.
He's coming.
He is on his way.
Hold on. He's coming. And then the last guy is going to try to hit you with this goddamn sword because you've fully beaten him to a pulp. He's gonna. I'm so mad. I'm missing
I'm
so
not
much.
mad because the last couple times we've done combat, you've been like, I think I've structured this in such a way that you'll be fine. And then I get my ass kicked. So for once, let me take down one of the 3 bad guys you are throwing at me. Okay?
All right. Okay, so that's their turn. Alkyone, what do you want to do, baby?
I wish I had a bonus action that was just like thump this guy. Do you know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to waste a whole action on taking this man down. This ancient, shriveled raisin of a man. But I don't really have a choice. And I don't mind. It's time for him to go. There's a lot of confidence.
You just need to hit him. Literally, it won't matter what you roll on damage. You just need to hit him.
And I'm not gonna hit him.
Are you fucking kidding?
It's gonna be a 10. I knew it. I knew it.
This man is hanging on by
a thread.
A fucking thread, and he is hanging on. You clutching 2 hands with your quarterstaff. You try to bring this straight down on him, and he takes a single step to the side, and you fully miss him.
I love that for him.
Is that your whole turn?
Yeah, because I moved bonus act. Did I?
You have not moved the dust devil this turn.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna move the dust devil right next to the guy that's hanging on by a thread.
Okay, to where I assume it won't hurt you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like he is the barrier.
All right, and I will make his save. Fails.
Yep.
Don't think it'll matter. You
his
as the dust
deceased
devil,
body can fly 10 feet back.
As the dust devil whips around, it just smacks him dead, and like he moves aside. You miss hitting him, and this dust devil just sort of, it's ramping up. It's pulling all this dirt and rocks into it, and it slams into him. And then it truly, it's almost like it impacts with him. And it goes, his body starts to fly, but then it just disintegrates into smoke so quickly. The smoke wraps itself into the dust devil. And now this dust devil is this like black, smoky dirt, sort of, that's flowing around. So like the remnants of his body are like twirled up in the dust devil. Okay. And the armor sort of goes flying on its own to the side.
How many rounds are we in?
This is the next one will be top of the 6th round.
Okay, so that's a minute, right? And this
no,
dust devil,
you have 10 rounds.
Oh, okay, never mind.
So it hits this, but as it goes around, you turn and you see that who you're referring to as Draco Malfoy is not there anymore.
Okay. Well, got other things to deal with, and it's not my turn.
Mm-hmm. So it's Alex's turn, and she is going to sort of look back and go, where did he go? And look at you kind of frantically, and she's going to slam her staff into the ground and try to sacred flame the other guy that you guys can see is about 10 feet away. He fails his save, so he takes.
Thank goodness.
He takes 1 point of damage. He is the king of taking like single points.
It's a matter of attrition, baby.
And then she is going to use a money move. You ready for this shit?
Mm-hmm.
She's then going to keep her staff in the ground and sort of twist it further. And as she does, the energy like grows up her quarterstaff, and at the top of the quarterstaff, it almost births this beautiful like violet, this flower, but it's made out of this translucent energy, and it's huge, and it grows out of the top of her quarterstaff and then kind of like pops itself off, and then so it's just this like long, beautiful like violet, and then it comes over and it goes over and smacks the shit out of the guy. This is her spiritual weapon.
Yeah. Also, I don't know if it'll pick up, but Kiki is sitting in my lap purring so loudly.
She looks very cute. And I believe that right as she casts it, she can make an attack with it. So she's gonna, baby.
Yeah.
That's to 26.
That is very
that's
sexy.
Definitely going to hit.
Yes.
And that is 11 points of damage.
Yes, ma'am.
So this violet comes around and like smacks him in the face and almost knocks him over, and he is looking very, very bad.
Good.
And he also lets out another sort of like weird, frazzled, ashy sounding scream. And that is Alex's turn. Top of the round.
Okay.
I want you to roll a perception check.
That is a 16.
Okay. And I'm going to roll something.
Great. Oh, geez. So it's just 1 point over me?
Yes. So.
All right. Let's get dangerous.
You sort of hear this rustling and this like kind of noise. This weird. And then you. I don't know how to describe it. You hear this noise. Something has like shifted above you and you're not quite sure. It just feels like something, like a weight of something has hit on the tree above you where the bush was like next to you, almost out of nowhere. And you look up and you're barely able to catch Draco Malfoy falling basically on top of you in an attack.
Like in humanoid form?
Yes.
What a freak.
Okay. And he's coming down, and he is going to try to, he's going to try to grapple you.
Okay.
So you have to roll either a athletics or a dexterity.
Okay. Natural 20. That's a natty 20.
Yeah,
Oh,
he also rolled a nat 20.
Okay, what is his modifier? I'm going to say right now that I did choose dex.
Okay, 26.
Oh, 22. Damn.
I cannot believe
insane.
we both rolled nat 20s.
Delicious.
So he leaps down and he almost pushes you to the ground prone as he falls on top of you.
But it's difficult for him.
It is
harder,
so difficult.
It's
You
harder
were,
than
like,
he thought.
So close to getting away. You were so close to see him. You were so close to getting away. He falls on top of you, and this claw almost that he has.
Ew.
It's less claws. It's just that his nails are very long and spiked almost.
But they're well maintained.
They're well maintained. They dig into your shoulders a bit.
Ew.
And he says, "It looks like you came to me instead." And you see that he has these like spiked almost teeth. These very sharp front teeth. And that is his action.
Okay, so I am going to wild shape into a dire wolf.
Okay.
And a large purple dire wolf.
Okay. That's a bonus action for you because you're a circle
Yes,
moon druid.
yes.
All right.
And
okay.
according to Google, the dust devil, the dust devil does remain because I can't cast spells while I'm in wild shape, but
sure.
concentration is not broken.
That's wild. I think it'll still.
It is a wild
you'll still
shape.
Have to make, you'll still have to make the concentration checks if you get hit.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Okay, cool.
So if,
all right.
for instance, if he fails to grapple me,
well, he was grappling you. And
okay,
so
does that mean my concentration is broken if he grappled me?
No, he didn't do damage.
Okay.
I'm rolling it as damage is dealt. That's
Okay.
what breaks the concentration. But he did grapple you.
Okay.
And then you immediately poofed into a dire wolf.
Yes.
And his grip is loosening. He's kind of falling off of you a little bit because you're very large now.
I'm very large
and
now.
so he was on top of you. He kind of poofed up and over, and he's trying to kind of get a grip back around over your neck. And you now have advantage. Like it's almost like he's trying to kind of looks like hug your neck almost because he fell off the side of you.
Yeah.
Like you're a
Yeah.
horse or some shit. And he is going to try to keep his grapple on you.
Okay.
And you have an advantage to break out of that grapple.
All right. Sounds good to me. That's going to be a nat 20.
Yeah, I think that's going to beat his 16. So...
Fucking nerd. Fucking nerd.
You sort of, very quickly, you just sort of like shake your large wolfy shoulders and you shake him off, and he sort of almost like hisses at you in this very angry tone, and you see that there's like his forehead and like temples have gotten very veiny, And
like Buffy, like Buffy attack when they go like full vamp.
A little bit. It's more like the Buffy have like bumps, big bumpy
This
heads.
is veiny.
This is more veiny.
Ew.
Yeah. And he's hissing at you, and Alex is looking on in horror, and also like she's a little overwhelmed because there's still a guy behind her, and then there's you're a wolf, and then now this veiny fanged person has appeared, and so that's gotta be your whole turn unless you want to use your movement.
What was my action again? I know this
action was
happened.
breaking free of the grapple. Bonus action was being a wolf.
Bonus action is being a wolf.
You have movement
I have
left.
movement. And as a dire wolf, I do have 50 feet of movement.
Luna's a dire wolf, so when I play Demigods, I run Luna as a character.
Am I already between Alex and this vain man?
Not exactly. No, you can give it.
I'm gonna move until I am.
It will only take you like 5 feet, not even. Like,
it doesn't. It like whatever move. Like I'll take that movement to make sure that my large direwolf body is.
Yeah, it won't cost really barely any movement because you were already next to her. He like leapt on you, and then now you just have to shift over a little bit. You're not even moving, but
okay. I'm gonna get in between them, and I'm gonna growl.
All right. Is that your turn?
Yep, that is my turn.
All right. Alex is going to turn and just try to honestly finish off this other guy because
that's what I'm hoping she does.
Yeah, he is a problem, so she wants to go ahead and take him out. She's going to use her spiritual weapon again to attack. That is just going to hit. Just barely.
Just hit is still hit.
And that's going to be enough damage to take him out. So this violet comes down and smashes, and it's almost like the armor like crumples like a can as the smoke dissipates out. And
like Coke with smoke, can.
Yeah, it just floats out, and then that was her bonus action.
Ooh.
What?
I just like it when things go well.
All right, that was her bonus action. You've stepped in the way of her in this person, but honestly, just for the sake of it, she took a lot of damage earlier, so she's going to cast Cure Wounds on herself.
Good. Ooh.
And give herself back. Actually, she's back at full health.
I love that. I love that for her.
You two were having a good game.
I mean, considering how combat has gone before, I'll take it. All
right, so that is her turn, and now it is this guy's turn.
This guy.
This
fucking guy.
He looks at you, and he sort of like chuckles, and he says, "You are quite annoying." And he leaps forward and tries to bite you in the neck.
What a freak!
He has fang teeth, Rachel. What do you think he's doing?
He's like this edgelord, goth vampire. He's an edgelord, and that is a natural one.
I hate that you can see my dice. I don't like that you can see it.
I'm sorry. I think it's delicious.
He leaps at you.
I love it when bad people fail.
And you sort of like bring a paw up and smack him away.
Like Kiki and Jasper.
When Kiki's fighting with Jasper. And he falls over to where you both can see him now, and he sort of has a little bit of blood coming down because you kind of just smacked him in the head as he was trying to bite you. And he leans forward and he looks at you angrily and he says, "Next time." And he reaches out and he sort of scratches at Alex and cuts her on the cheek with these long nails.
No.
And he
at least they were clean.
And he and you look over at her and she screams in pain and looks up at you, and then he looks and goes, "How does it feel?" As he tries to back up, and you are allowed to take an attack of opportunity.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and bite him.
Yeah, try to bite him.
What a terrible man. So how close is Alex to me?
She's within 5 feet of you.
I get advantage on attack roll because of pack tactics.
Yeah, yes, you do.
You know that because
I play Luna. Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna matter. It's not a 6. No, it's a 9. So,
it's probably like +6, I think.
+5, actually. So that's 14 to hit?
That just misses.
Wow. Mm-hmm. Well, I'm going to snap at him.
You're going to snap at him?
Yeah.
And he's going to sort of leap back, and almost within an instant, it's like the smoke that you saw morph with the female assassin. The smoke that she was
Mhm.
looks different than the smoke. I think I noted that when you
Yeah.
killed her. The smoke was different. The smoke that she had sort of comes again, but it's like starting from the bottom up. It's like he's becoming the smoke, and then it just sort of he kind of transforms into a bat.
Okay.
And he flies away.
All
His
right.
bat flies up into the sky, and you are left with in shock, kind of almost trying to fight back tears. Alex, you are a giant wolf, and this dust devil is spinning out behind you two, and the sort of fire is burning ahead.
And there's no one else, right?
There's no one else, and the tablet lights up
Yes.
green.
Yes.
And that's where we're going to end today's session.
No. No. Yes. No.
It's always very fun when a player is yelling no when a session ends. That feels really good.
Delicious. That's a good session, honey.
Thanks, honey. Listening to this episode of Dungeon Wives. It was a combat heavy one, but it was like the first combat where I felt like you weren't gonna die.
Yeah, that's a really nice change.
That felt really nice to think that my wife wouldn't die. I hope you had a good time.
I did. I'm excited to find out what Vampire Draco Malfoy's dad has to say.
Yeah,
his
well,
holodad.
You're assuming so many things. I honestly didn't plan for that, but then I realized he retreated. He didn't take it.
He sure didn't.
So
he was too busy being a little nasty brat.
That wasn't.
He was too busy trying to make me feel bad. I'm
That
a
was
wolf. You
kind of-
can't make me feel bad.
That was definitely an in the moment realization for me, and I was like, "Fuck it, I'll just end that session on this because he didn't take it." And
Love
I just realized it
Love
the
it.
second we were playing it.
That's
So-
the power of D&D.
There we go.
And wives.
and wives. Thank you all for listening to this episode. If you want to find us and come say hi to us and see what other fun stuff we're doing, you can find us on Twitter and Instagram at
Dungeon Wives.
Woo! And we also have a lot of cool bonus content, early access to character art, early
The
access to
opportunity
episodes,
Episodes, yeah.
opportunity to have an NPC you've made in the
Mhm,
world on our
mhm.
Patreon, patreon.com/
Dungeon Wives.
Hey, and that way you can support the show. The support means the world. We love our patrons.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, really, it helped us get this recording set up so we could keep making this show in quarantine.
Truly, you are the reason why we're still able to do this. Really.
Yeah, it's really great. I think that's all we got.
Yeah.
Are we on any other social medias? What are we doing?
We are hopping back on Moving Out Mondays.
Yes, on our Twitch,
Yeah.
twitch.tv/dungeonwives. We played a lot of Overcooked, and now we're
Overcooked
playing
and
Moving Out. We have fun on our Twitch. Hopefully we can stream some more games, but
Yeah.
we're having a good time.
Yeah.
Is that where people find us? Outros are so weird. I'm always I feel like I'm forgetting something.
I think that's it.
But wait, I think I forgot one thing, honey.
What did you forget?
I love you.
I love you too.
You look so cute when you smile like that. You are the cutest person in the whole world.
Indeed.
Ugh. I love playing D&D with you.
This was a lot of fun. This is not that other sessions I was ugh, what a drag. But this one, I
session
don't know.
was
This
fun.
was combat type of fun. I
And it
don't
was-
normally have fun during combat, but this one I was I don't think I'm gonna die, and I get to do a lot of cool stuff. I get to be a big purple wolf.
You're level 4 now, baby.
Yup.
Ugh. Well, I'm glad you had a good time. I had a good time. I love
Good.
you.
And
I
we
love
hope you
playing.
guys are having a good time.
Yeah, sorry again that this episode was a little bit late.
That's
but
just how it is sometimes. And thank you all for
Sticking
allowing
with
us
us.
to be human and
yeah.
take a break. We know this is a hard time for everybody, not just us. So, wash your hands, take care of yourselves.
Take care of yourselves because we love you and we want you to be happy and healthy.
Mm-hmm.
And
We'll see you next time. Yeah.
We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, everyone in between or irrespective of that binary, welcome to LGBT&D.
We are an all LGBTQ+ cast playing Masks, A New Generation, a game about teenage superheroes trying to make their way in the world.
If you like comedy, action, drama, emotion, and terrible, terrible puns, we're the podcast for you.
You can find us every Thursday on your favorite podcatcher or as part of the Be Gay, Roll Dice podcast network.
Be gay. Roll dice.
An LGBTQIA actual play podcast network.